Excellent. Okay. Well, welcome back to the stream, folks. Brazil versus Spain. I'm joined by Extrasensory. Dio taking his, lean back in his chair for a moment. He's streaming after all. He just fixed the issue we had in the past stream, so no more issues with that. A much closer matchup in seeding this time around in Brazil-Spain. I think can have more hope for something competitive to happen here. Unfortunately,
Definitely.
a bit of a struggle for Saudi in the previous match, but Brazil-Spain, I mean, Spain has one of the single best players performances in qualifiers. 6 overall performance score, an individual player performance. I think in Antonio, a player people ought to be familiar with at this point. Very, very strong player for the Spanish World Cup teams broadly. I don't know. It's kind of the same problem though, although much less so than we had in the previous match with Saudi Arabia, where it's an early pool, so it's about overall team performance, and maybe not gonna have quite as much of that as we have for a team like Brazil. Much better rounded.
Yeah, I think overall with this pool, I mean, there's a good amount of maps in here that don't spike too hard. But then you have stuff like DT3 or Hard Rock 1 that really, they just spike a bit hard, I'd say, namely Hard Rock 1. And
yeah, Hard Rock 1, the square.
Yeah, the square, exactly. And
square happens, and everyone misses.
The finger control in DT3 is just insane. And then I'd say, yeah, go ahead.
We've seen a lot of people struggle to put up good accuracies on it. I think it's a good ban by Spain to eliminate one of the harder maps in the pool. Very difficult to get a full team performance on. I think you can't rely as much on the carry performance in the pool broadly, and even if it's a harder map like that, I think Brazil is just gonna be able to outmatch them on it. Brazil probably just banned No Mod 3 because they don't like it, to be honest. I don't think they needed to do that, but...
It's not the hardest map, I think.
Yeah.
And we already have our pick from Brazil, with Hidden 2. Kinda difficult to read, lots of overlaps.
Yeah, perfect stacks and stuff. I think, didn't Brazil do well on Hidden? I think, kind of just because Checha is on the team, my inclination is that Brazil will be good on Hidden. And I mean, it's like, they typically are anyways, but probably a good pick. I'm not sure what exactly the roster looks like for Brazil here. There's quite a couple of newer names on Brazil that I'm not terribly familiar with. It's not the Brazil of old, so not as familiar with them, but especially with the upfront first pick for them, I assume we're going to see a pretty solid performance from them on this.
Alright. First map is starting. Let's see. Slightly early struggles from Ideal. Manolo dropping pretty hard as well there. Difficult squares.
Dio, we are on the Maple big screen.
Oh,
yeah. Can't see anything. The stream can't see anything. We're okay. There you go.
Yeah, that's why I don't rely on Discord streams.
No, come on. I'm relying on it right now. I couldn't be bothered. So.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't have audio, but I'll live with it.
Higher gameplay.
I'm hearing it. I'm hearing it in my head right now. It's all good.
It is close.
Yeah, Spain is looking pretty competitive on this so far. I think though, could still expect to see maybe some breaks coming into this latter half of the map. More likely to see breaks on it. So I mean, still though, Brazil's really gotta keep this up.
Oh,
Try to
Felicia.
stay- One of the Felicias
One of
breaking here.
them.
I can't tell which one, so...
The one with the I instead of the L.
Well, I know, but it's kind of hard to... I guess it's like... It does look a bit different, but...
Is it a bitrate moment?
Felicia with the I. Actually, we see breaks from both of the Felicias. Loading and Ideal still holding quite strongly for Brazil here. Only the one FC for Spain and a strong supporting combo for Manolo, but with the map ending... Wait! Okay, that break from Ideal at the very end. Okay. It was looking
think
quite
everyone
secured, but
broke their
Ideal
dog.
misreads. I think Ideal misread one of the perfect stacks at the very end and
Yeah.
dropped some score.
Kirito
That was
dropping
actually
the FC though.
It was actually so close. Well, loading. I mean, loading is just a beast. Loading is so good at the game.
Yeah.
What? Who is loading? Who is
It's
loading?
Kirito.
Oh well, yeah. Loading is very good at the game. It makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Spain to pick, and it is an instant DT1. Okay.
I think as far as DT1s go, I wouldn't call it the most generic. But skill set wise, it still is pretty tame.
Yeah. I think mechanical strain is low even for the pool.
Yeah.
So, I mean, one of the maps that have had one of the highest averages, I would think, on the weekend. I've seen some pretty high team scores on this, and I think the bar to clear is quite high. You really need a high team score on this. Even if you have 3 FCs, one bottom score will really just tank you and make it impossible to win. You really need all 4 players to show up on this, and honestly, that's what makes it maybe a little bit concerning for me against Brazil. Although, you know, relatively close in seeding, all things considered, so might actually be a decent pick still for Spain. It's just kind of the thing of like you can't rely on 1 or 2 people to
Of course not.
crush in this. You really need all 4 players, and maybe don't feel quite as good about that. But Spain actually already putting up a good fight on the hidden too. Surely there's a reason for picking this up front. Yeah.
I mean, generally stuff like No Mod 1, DT1, these kind of maps usually have the, you know, the kind of thing where it's more of an act game rather than a combo game. So it's really just gonna be about accuracy, I think, primarily.
Yeah. For this one, act is gonna be pretty important. It's like act in late breaks and inopportune breaks. I mean, just if you break in general, it's kind of over.
I mean, yeah.
But it's not that I think no one will break. I think we'll see breaks. Just from the people who do, likely to see some pretty big combos. Actually, I have not done my homework. I need to investigate. Who is fake Defons? My Angel Flare. Okay, that doesn't really help me, but
no, me neither. I'm generally a little unfamiliar with 4WC players.
Yeah, it's harder to keep track of. There's more players, more countries.
Yeah.
And fewer big names than in tournaments like 3WC. But especially when you have a very different roster for a country like Brazil.
Already a break from Ideal. That's gonna put Brazil a little behind now.
Not great for Brazil, third of the way through. Ideal really gonna need to recover well on this.
Accuracy for Spain is overall a lot better as well right now. Only a Stopa with below 99.
Inform the individual in chat, loading is Kirito. Kirito is in the game. I guess the client just hates him. So oh wait! Is that a real break? I think that's a real break.
Yeah.
Well, Kirito, of all people, breaking on the DT1 for Brazil. This is actually looking like a really good pick for Spain. Honestly,
They
I
don't
wasn't
seem to
quite
struggle a
expecting.
lot, no.
Oh, Manolo!
Oh,
Manolo
wait, was that
misses on
on one of the
nothing
last notes there? Oh
as
my god.
air. The funny thing is,
Tragic.
Manolo didn't even misread the rhythm change there. He missed like right before the rhythm change, so he misaimed one of the literal like 3-star spacing linears kind of a situation. The Fawns breaks, and I mean this is just gonna be a Spain point actually. It's
Yeah.
honestly I'm surprised by just how dominant this is gonna be. Actually, Antonio broke somewhere. Where on earth did Antonio break?
Hard to keep
But-
track of.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know.
Wait, is Stopa breaks? I mean, there's not enough map. There's not enough map.
No,
There's too much
there's
score
not.
here.
300k in the lead.
Yeah. It's gonna be the win for Spain. Some interesting breaks, although perhaps that's about all. I mean, basically any break on this map is bound to be interesting. So, and I mean, as you can see though, super high averages on like really high bar to clear to win on this map. No score but below 700k. Still the loss for Brazil on this.
So what are we gonna see next? What do you
That
think?
is the question. Well, Brazil, Hidden 2 did go their way, but was not
Yeah.
terribly convincing, so I'm not sure. I mean, Hidden 1 is also a very different kind of a thing to go for, so I don't necessarily think we're just gonna see Hidden again.
Hard Rock 2? Maybe.
Hard Rock 2 is something
No more
I kind
2?
of like. It's like Hard Rock 2. It's or I don't know. It's the kind of question of I don't know the team well enough to be convinced of like will they put enough of a team performance in, because
Yeah.
that's kind of the thing I'm scared of for all this is like, are they actually gonna have the better roster overall? Because Antonio is just really good at the game, and if you're relying on one or two people to get good scores on a map, I just don't think you pick it at all for Brazil. You want to go for the ones where you're really solid overall.
Of course. I mean, I could also maybe see a Nomad 1, you know, just play it safe.
Maybe.
Try
Fremont
to
3, actually,
play with
Fremont
consistency.
3, you pick into the... I don't know why I wasn't thinking of this, you know, given they picked the Hidden 2 up front, you pick the other low AR in free mod as much as you can HR it. It's
We
picking
do
into
see
something
it. We do see
relatively
it.
similar. Yeah.
Very difficult map. I'd say definitely one of the hardest that we have in the pool for this round. I'm not sure if they're gonna favor Hidden or Hard Rock. This is like a beast on Hidden, and so it is on Hard Rock.
I'll say it's quite easy moddable, and I could
Oh
imagine
yeah, easy thing.
I could imagine someone having that ready, being prepared for the easy
Possibly.
mod. In fact, I think Checha might even be one to go for that on Brazil, if I'm not mistaken. Checha being the Felicia with the L, if I remember correctly.
I see. Yeah, I was a bit confused initially when I saw two Felicias and I didn't quite notice that one of them had like the L and the other one didn't.
They are trolling a little bit.
Easy, I believe, would be a 2.0 score multiplier. Or something along those lines. But we're not seeing anything of that. We're seeing hidden hard rock though. And some no mod.
I would have loved to see the easy. It's kind of sad, but
Maybe next time.
maybe next time.
There's still a match after this. Early break from ideal. Joanna Bob. Also rocking the B already.
I think something nerve-wracking about this map is
Yeah,
just the breaks every time you break, and immediately there's a break, so you can see on the scoreboard that you missed and the other people did not.
yeah. Alright, and a miss from Felicia. Still going strong on Spain's side. No, Margot actually also had a miss. Just now. And Manolo also.
This is more combo for
yeah.
Brazil.
Oh,
actually, never mind.
Never mind. Byrichu is still holding the FC, I believe, with Hidden Hard Rock.
Kinda owning.
Another miss by Margot. And Joanna Bob.
Oh, Kirito! That is a huge break for Brazil, actually. Never mind, never mind. Okay, well, it's not that big, actually. But
I don't know, maps like these go all over the place, I feel like, when it comes to score.
I can't believe Byrichu on the Hidden Hard Rock right now is really a carry. Actually, ideal, though. That is definitively a huge break. Byrichu still on this FC, and I think that's just going to secure this for Spain on what was a close map for most of the runtime here, but even with... Actually, wait. Wait, there's no real backing combo at all for
Byrichu did
Spain.
miss. Yeah.
Byrichu's miss... I don't think there's
it's over
enough time,
100k points, though.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
If both of the Felicias had held, maybe there would have been something in it, but unfortunately one of them breaking put a stop to that comeback, and it will actually be the break point for Spain.
I think that's gonna put Brazil in quite a corner now, because I feel like they banked off of the Hidden 2 win and thought, oh, okay, let's pick something more reading heavy again. Let's go for free mod free, and now they gave Spain the breakpoint.
Well, I think they might have been relying on Xkirito to FC every time. Xkirito, unfortunately, finding that one miss play is going to make the difference. If Xkirito had just FC'd, as might have been expected of him, for good reason. It's Xkirito.
Putting the pressure on.
Extremely consistent. I mean, definitely. It's a bit of pressure. I think definitely for Brazil, as much as they are a relatively well-rounded team, you still have, like, you kind of need to be able to rely on Xkirito to go in and be the rock and the carry to always put the scores up. But unfortunately not quite happening on that map. But not the end of the world. Still early days in the match, and I think very likely that we will see at least one break point for Brazil here to get something back. Especially as I'm not sure what Spain go for in terms of picks. We'd have to give it some thought. I mean, I guess if we're going for like more conventional picks, it would just be no mod 1, but
I guess. But
I don't feel great about that. Yeah, Free
Yeah.
Mod 1 actually is another pretty conventional map. It's tapping. I wasn't sure whether or not
Oh,
they'd have the tapping
and
roster
you're going
to
for it.
go for that. Yeah. But Free Mod 1 is... I mean, it's basically just straight tapping.
Yeah, pretty much.
It doesn't
Low
really
CS
offer
too.
much else. Yeah. It's pretty much no aim strain. There's some overlaps that, especially if you're playing no mod, might be a little bit annoying at times, but I mean, really, it is not a big deal. Um, Especially because it's the type of map that you can very confidently overmod if you so wish.
Yes, I
I
don't
wouldn't be
think
surprised to see
hidden hard rock.
yeah.
Yeah.
People go hidden hard rock and just overmod and have like mods on all players even or something like that. Definitely something you could just go for.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's just not a big strain if you're already picking hard rock for this map to add on hidden for some extra points.
Absolutely, and we see Baby Skilla. So happy. Oh, I didn't even know he was on this Spanish team, to be honest. I wasn't keeping track. But better be playing hidden to live up to his father in Skilla.
Is there lore?
I mean, there is a very, very good Swedish tournament player by the name of Skilla, and
Oh, okay.
he is hidden main. Yes, Baby Skilla is on the hidden. Let's go.
I'm surprised by how much no mod we're seeing. Or was it two? Was it 2 mods per team? Am
Yeah,
I
but you're
silly?
not limited by that. You're allowed to overmod, I believe. I think.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Because
they
if
were
so,
allowed
then
to
I'm actually
overmod.
surprised that we're seeing only 2 modded players per team.
Yeah, I would have expected definitely to see the more of just either hiddens or hidden hard rocks, especially. But not going to be the case. I'm probably trying to rely on just that consistent no mod score. Maybe put some practice in.
Yeah, maybe.
Ideal struggling quite a bit with the accuracy here.
Oh yeah.
I'll say that some parts of this map can be quite difficult to hack. Timing feels a little bit off, and one of those sections is in the beginning. Lin Yu breaks for Brazil here.
Very unfortunate. Let's
4th of the way into the map.
see a question mark from Linyu. But yeah, I think the biggest strain on this map is just keeping your stamina up and trying to get, you know, ag that's as good as possible. I don't think there's much potential for, you know, a lot of breaks, which just makes Linyu's break a lot more impactful.
Yeah. Definitely. The kind of map where you don't want to be seeing breaks like that, especially not now. But really would even things up to
Delicious.
celebrate from Spain soon, unfortunately.
Also
Yeah.
finesse.
Brazil catches another break, which is really going to put them in the hole coming into the halfway point here, still with the 4-way for Spain.
And
Manolo.
Manolo breaks.
Finally a break from Spain to kind of keep Brazil in this, but it is still quite a bad situation for them, and they're going to need more.
Yeah. And soon too, because it's like not too much combo left
2/3.
considering how stream heavy this map is.
2/3 of the way through, and it's starting to get away from them. I think Brazil might just be dropping another point here. Oh, Margot is so nervous. Okay. I I
A
didn't
little bit
notice
shaky.
I didn't notice
Oh
until
god.
just now, but the nerves are
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
insane for Margot.
You better
Oh
not miss
my
on one of those
god.
sliders now.
Yeah.
I think he calmed down a little. Oh, and there's the miss.
Oh, he
Unfortunate.
misses
He
on
couldn't
a
hold it.
jump. Literally missed on a jump in this map. That is insane.
I don't think that matters at all though.
No, no, no. It,
400k
it doesn't
points in the
matter.
lead. Yeah.
No, the map was already over. It's
Held
just
on long enough.
the big event of the ending of the map here was watching Margot, just honing in on Margot here. It was always going to be a Spain point. Past that point, like it is
Yeah.
too much behind Spain here at the end. And it is actually going to be, yes, the 2 FCs for Spain. Baby Skilla on the hidden.
Did he fulfill your expectations?
Yes, yes, yes. Very much did. I mean, you're putting up the hidden FC in lobby
Yeah.
with not terrible accuracy. I think that definitely lives up to expectations. Also, given that it's just a BO9, you know, just a very good place to do it. 3-1 up for Spain now. Looking for the upset victory here. And Brazil to pick, and they really need to make this one work.
Yeah. I don't exactly know what I could see them picking. Nomad 2 is still open. I don't know how well they're doing on stream heavy maps. I mean, we've just seen them on this one, but Nomad 2 is still a little more aim heavy. With some extra finger control.
Yeah, Nomad 2 is quite a different map, but it's still the kind of thing where I think you might lose confidence after something like the free mod 1.
Yeah, yeah.
So after that, I'm not sure. I think the best move might even just be to go for something different, go for something you haven't seen yet. I don't think DT2 would be among those. I'm kind of
No, not after this.
DT2 is the pick, but that I've just seen in chat, but DT2 is honestly feels like a strange pick from Brazil. I don't.
I'm unsure about this as well. Especially after this free mod 1.
Yeah.
Still being
like,
confident in DT2 is a bit surprising.
Again, it is a different thing, so I can sort of I can understand there being reasoning there, and presumably, I mean, Brazil look better on this on the team sheet or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But I still am not sure about this. I would have been hoping more for HR2.
Yeah,
or,
same, something like that.
HR2 or Nomad 4 would be somewhere very different you could go. You could also go for like more consistency aim. I think that hasn't maybe looked the best, maybe not something you'd really want to go for that team of Brazil. But yeah, more along the lines of HR2 Nomad 4 is what I was expecting. Try to go somewhere else than what we've seen so far in the match, but ET2 is the pick, and maybe this BPM will be a step too far for the side of Spain. Maybe they won't see the same level of consistency falter a little bit, and on the side of Brazil there will be more of an ability to contend with that, but I don't know. We'll have to see.
Taking their time. Hopefully they're gonna start soon.
Yeah, we seem to be getting up and running now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there we go. Gotta take deep breaths, calm the nerves.
Yeah.
Get ready.
Especially Margot.
Better not finger lock.
I'm gonna be trying to keep an eye on Margot from here on out, especially if they're holding combo.
Alright.
It's The shakes are always kind of funny.
Manolo. Early break.
Early break and only break for the time being. Certainly going to have to wait a little bit for the map to kick into a higher gear here.
Yeah.
Still waiting. Here we go.
Fonz also with the miss.
These things up.
Looking a bit better for Spain. Accuracy across the board is pretty much even. Antonio with just under 96% though. And the score flashback to Spain. It's extremely close.
Oh my god. Yeah, it is. It is truly so
But
close.
we see a
RO32!
break from RO32. Oh no.
Oh god! Wait, the Fonz breaks again. Manolo breaks as well, though. That is really, really big.
Margot.
Margot breaks as well. Spain has completely fallen apart in the second half of this map. Brazil, meanwhile, still
It's looking good.
3
for Brazil.
FCs actually going to take this home. I mean, a pick that has worked out very well for them, and I think the score difference a lot larger than one might say. I mean, it's almost a million score difference, but quite honestly, having just watched the map, I don't feel like it was quite that convincing a victory. But man, it is going to be the 3 FCs for Brazil, though. A very strong team score, a very difficult team score to beat. It might be one of the highest on the weekend. Pretty much instant HR1 pick for Spain here. They took no time thinking about this one.
HR1. I think that's one of the most uncomfortable maps in the pool.
Yeah, I'd say it feels a bit dice rolly with some of the stuff in the map, but chiefly this one square, this one square burst that I think will be killing a lot of combos. But it is the kind of map where I think you're going to see more breaks than that. I don't think everyone's going to FC up to the square and then break. I do think there's other stuff to break on, and that we'll likely see that. It might be for Spain that you're kind of relying on maybe the Antonio method here, just to need someone, or RO32 actually looked really good on the HR for the Fremont 3 earlier. Maybe pretty strong on this.
Let's see, we're going into the map. I definitely don't expect this to be a combo game. Just a lot of things that can go wrong. And yeah.
I don't know. I expect it to kind of be a combo game in the sense that even a single player's combo can be pretty impactful.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think, and I think, you know, 8 players in the lobby, it's quite likely that you're going to have 1 or 2 players that do put up really big scores, and that is likely to make the difference here.
Not much to say here. Early part, calm before the storm.
I will say a lot of the song is that. I think the song,
Kind of, yeah.
basically all of the song feels like a build up, build up, build up, build up, and then like a fake climax into more build up. I recall it because it's like after the square hits, it goes right back into another slow part, and to finally like you hit the very ending of the song, and you finally kind of get the payoff. But so much of it is just build up, build up. Kiki actually going to be breaking for.
We've also
Brazil
seen
here.
a miss from Kirito already.
Yeah. Very solid start for Spain here.
No breaks on this weird
Yeah, Pentagon.
burst on the slider. Pentagon,
burst.
yeah.
Yeah. I think angle for it is a little bit awkward coming in from the rest of the map, but
Yeah.
nothing too crazy.
Felicia
Hey,
and Tufan's also missing.
Okay, that is disastrous for Brazil.
Yeah, that was
I
not
cannot
looking
believe
good.
we literally have the 4-way for Spain. Spain is so good on this map so far.
I did not expect that.
I
4
I am
FCs on Spain right now.
surprised.
Oh, one miss by Stola though. Still a freeway FC.
Yeah, really not gonna be nearly enough. I mean, big thing here though is the square. Do they hit it?
We'll see. It's almost upon us.
Okay, we have 3 people on Spain hitting the square. What is going on? Okay. Well,
Lord.
Spain picking this map. Clearly, they had good reason to insta-pick this because they literally have a 3-way. What is going on?
I don't even know what to say. This is very unexpected.
I mean, everything up until now is understandable. It's kind of insane that they have 3 people hitting that, though. I don't understand how they have 3 players hitting that, and that is... I mean, they are so close to the full 3-way FC here. Estopa is continuing to find breaks, but it just does not matter at all. Brazil's struggling in Spain.
Yeah, there's just no combo being built up on Brazil's side except for Kirito with 400 right now.
It is actually going to be the 3-way FC on the HR1. This team score is so good. This team score is insanely good. Okay. Well, I mean,
Incredible.
there is no way any other team did better than that. I just refuse to believe any other team did better than that or will do better than that. I don't think it's possible.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say. It's just insane. 3 FCs on Spain's side. Match point for Spain now as well. Pick for Brazil.
Okay,
Now
Brazil,
they're in a tough spot.
they really are in a tough spot. I don't even know what you do after that. It's time to lay down your weapons. I don't know. You can't. What do you do?
Hail Mary, no mod 1. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Might be, I mean, for Brazil, I still stick to, like, just pick something different.
Yeah.
Given what just happened on HR1, I do think HR2 is maybe a little bit scary, even if it is precision, and it's a bit different.
I'd say no mod 4 is also a bit out of question now.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, given being so consistent on that HR1, on aim consistency of that kind, I do think No Mod 4 is different. I don't think it's impossible to see that.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe, I mean, maybe it is just No Mod 1, No Mod 2, hit in one. It's like, I guess Free Mod 2. Free Mod 2 is just scary in general, considering, I mean, the consistency we've seen from Spain on some of the picks in this match. Given that it's one of the easier maps in the pool, just something maybe questionable for that reason alone.
Yeah.
I don't know. Taking
I'm
their
unsure
time
what they
with
could
this
take.
pick, it is
They're
a
thinking.
It is a very key moment to the match for them, but it is the Fremont 2.
Fremont 2, yeah.
Fremont 2.
I'd say overall very balanced, depending on if you want to pick hidden or hard rock. I don't know if I could expect any easy. All too much.
No. I think easy's out of the question on this one. It would take too long to learn, and it would not be worth it because it would not be more consistent than just playing it with any other mod. I think probably not something you overmod, though. Probably not. I think there's this one circle pattern of just like 7, 8, 9 circles. I don't remember how many of just like single taps. It's
back and
syncopation,
forth.
but it's not the back and forth, but it's like a linear. It's like a flow pattern.
Oh, I think I know what you mean. Yeah. I remember.
I think that one is pretty missable, particularly with nerves. I feel like linear or flowy patterns like that
needs good snapping.
Yeah, it can be quite scary when you're nervous and kind of trying to snap hard onto those notes. It's the kind of thing where just letting Jesus take the wheel and just kind of flow aiming it usually works out better. But kind of hard to do that with nerves, especially you really want to like do it right and snap too hard and just miss instead because you like under aim or over aim. But I don't know. Other than that, I think one of the easier maps in the pool, especially to be consistent on, even with mods, even with the hidden or the hard rock, I think quite easy to perform on consistently. Maybe HR's probably quite a bit lower accuracies. But that's about it, I think.
Okay. We do
really gonna need to see some consistent performances. That's why I'm a bit scared of this for Brazil.
Yeah, 2 hidden hard rocks on Spain. Okay,
the overmod. I mean, I like it.
Hard rock. I mean, yeah.
They've been playing so well.
And already an early miss by Kirito. I mean, Byron, the Fawn's already missing as well. Astoba with the early miss.
I really like the confidence to overmod on this instead of just going for what presumably is more consistent in the no mod. Just like, because it is one of the easier maps in the pool, and maybe you were thinking like you really want that extra edge because of that. It's Astoba just full misses the pattern in question. That was interesting.
Alicia missed it as well. The real one.
The real one.
As well. Well, the one with the L.
Yeah. No. I know what you mean.
Just to clarify.
RO32 breaks, actually. This is
on
still
the sliders, yeah.
On the side of Brazil. Actually looking quite good about 2/3 of the way through. Looking to work out pretty well for them. Astoba, especially, with this accuracy, is really tanking Spain's score. This ought to be a bit more competitive than it is as of right now. Rachel finds another break. Kirito has a poncho. That was
on Brazil.
Not a real break.
Antonio and Manolo still holding strong.
Yeah, I mean that's basically the map done.
Yeah.
This is going to be Brazil staying in it. Looking to take this all the way to the tiebreaker. Gonna need that break point to even things up. But 4-3. They are on the way. The pretty solid team score as well. It's a pretty good looking team score here for Brazil. Spain faltering a little bit on RO32 and Astoba in particular. Kind of struggling. But Spain to pick a lot of I don't know, you still have a good couple of options open to you. I mean, maybe no mod 2.
Maybe hard rock 2. After hard rock 1.
Hard rock 2. But I mean, the hard rocks didn't look quite as good just now. Huh.
Fair.
I don't think Nomad 1 is the play. I'll say that much.
No,
I don't
I
think
don't think
Spain
either.
goes for Nomad 1, in spite of the aim consistency on, you know, for example, HR1. I think it's a bit of a different map, and also the fact that the Nomad 1 is a bit spiky. It's like mainly about 2 jump sections in the PIs. But
Yes,
it is
exactly.
actually no, the Nomad 1 is the pick.
Oh, oh well.
They do go for just
We're
straight
just
aim
bad
consistency.
at predicting. But yeah,
We'll
there's not
see.
too much in Nomad 1 except those 2 really heavy spikes.
Yeah, yeah. Those 2 spikes are really what it's gonna come down to, and I think especially the first one. The second one is a lot later on into the map, and if you can just hold up combo up until the second spike, I think you're guaranteed like a 600, 700k score. So just hitting that first spike with combo coming into it is huge, and might just make the difference here.
Absolutely. I mean, I think if we're gonna see breaks, it's gonna be on those spikes. There's not really too much risk for misses before those, or, you know, between them.
Yeah, definitely. But it's, I think it's Spain yet again going to be looking for the kinds of, I mean, what we saw from them on the HR1, really. Hoping to see that from them again on this one, and for Brazil, hoping to pull this all the way to tiebreaker.
Let's see.
Really need that well-rounded performance for Brazil.
Yeah.
Clearly cannot just be relying on Xcurdo to bring this all the way home.
RO32 hitting us with the RNG. I don't think it was too visible on stream. Chi and Antonio both had early misses. Not gonna matter all too much, but the Fawns going from his SS right into the miss.
I mean, classic, really.
It happens.
God's punishment for holding high accuracy.
Exactly.
You're never rewarded for it, ever. Okay, well, we're in this first KI here, coming up on the big spike here. 2 breaks on both sides.
Yeah.
Lead definitely on the side of Spain here with the higher supporting combo. Xcurdo by Richu with the FCs. With the Fonz Antonio with the slightly higher 200 more combo on the supporting here. Gonna be keeping Spain in the lead.
It's not a big lead though. 100k
Yeah, not as of
point.
yet. It's
Slight hiccup and it could go the other way.
problem is how unlikely it is to see breaks outside of
Yeah.
the larger spikes. I think Probably gonna need to see both RO32 and Antonio miss on the final spike if the little combo that comes afterwards is to be enough for Brazil. We're gonna need to see some breaks in the slower section.
Manolo with the miss. Wasn't the most important combo on Team Spain, but
It is something.
yeah.
It is bringing it closer very slowly, but
Alright, last
it
spike.
will come down to this. Stop a Manolo break! Wait, is there any possibility of that being enough?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I think there might be.
Antonio misses.
Antonio breaks!
Oh my god.
Okay, that is going to be enough. Brazil, at the very
It's
last
gonna
moment,
be a tiebreaker.
with the full team performance, are going to take this home at the very end of the map. I mean, truly as close as it can get. Just an insanely close map.
That was so unfortunate. It was a slider break too from Antonio.
Yeah, I have no idea what Antonio missed on. I mean, what just happened?
No either.
What's like what slider do you break on? Oh, well, it is going to be the TB. And this one, now, especially, I mean, this applies in general to TBs often, but it really is single carry performances can make a huge difference on this. So I think this really is going to be looking at the X-Curito Antonio 1v1 here. It's going to be pretty huge. Especially as this map throws a lot at you. Definitely not just a consistency pick for the tiebreaker. It's testing. Yeah, it's kind of techy. Has a notable reading element. But it's very well balanced. It throws a lot of different things at you in rather even balance, even proportions, and I think really going to reward those higher skill cap players, those more seasoned veterans of the tournament scene, and more consistent players, and really going to need to show up on the tiebreaker to bring it home for their respective teams here.
Brazil asking for a quick break. Gotta get the nerves under control.
Also gotta play the map in the editor a little bit.
Yeah,
go in
real
and
quick.
test. Yeah.
Let's just have out and
Standard
look at the map we
really.
haven't practiced because nobody thought there's gonna be a tiebreaker.
I think if you're in this situation, especially in something like Fort MBC, you really ought to be practicing the tiebreaker, at least a little bit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
should be taking a look at it, you know.
I mean, I think there's like a consensus a lot of the time that I've had in the teams that I've been in when playing tournaments where it's like, I'm just gonna side trick the tiebreaker, whatever. And it never ends well, it never does, but it just keeps going. Alright. I think we're starting.
Yeah. It's looking like it. Time to get the show on the road and see this tiebreaker play out. Three hiddens
Three hiddens,
even.
yeah.
Okay.
Goddamn.
Both of the Felicias on Team Brazil, and Baby Skilla, of course. He's got to be living up to expectations here. He's got to put the hidden on.
All eyes on Baby Skilla.
It's your time to shine. I think this is certainly the kind of map where you can justify overmodding hidden though, even if you're not like a hard hidden main. Due to some of the overlaps, might feel that little bit more comfortable reading those. I think it's quite balanced though. It doesn't simply make it easier because some of the flow aim, especially and stuff like that, might a little bit harder to be consistent on the hidden. 2 breaks from Spain as of right now on Margo and Baby Store Kiki. Yeah, it does trade it out. I'm not sure whether or not to say Kiki or Chi-Chi, but it might be Chi.
I have no clue. I just thought about the
clue.
Chinese pronunciation.
Yes,
and
yeah.
Chi-Chi.
No, that's why it might be Chi-Chi. Well, Felicia, one of the Felicias, the Felicia with the big eye, is gonna be breaking as well. Really keeping things even here. Actually, Estopa breaking is gonna be give Brazil a bit of an opportunity here. Coming into one of the harder to read sections, I think this overlapped, this like perfect stacked reverse might catch some people. Baby Skilla is actually caught out by it on the hidden, is a bit strange to me.
Kirito and Felicia still going strong. And Tony as well, but that's 2 versus 1 FCs right now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hidden play. Oh! Kirito!
No. I think there was a miss on the burst.
Brazil with what was looking to be a very convincing lead quite shortly. Be dropping, keeping this extremely even, and now just necessitates
Antonio,
but Antonio!
And that's...
Felicia breaks though! Trades it very shortly after. Actually, combo lead is on the side of Spain now with this supporting combo from Margo.
So much going on, I don't even know what to say. So many breaks.
It's going to be bringing it back to Spain if Margo can hold. Margo breaks just as it was starting to go over like a 20k difference. There is so little combo on the board right now though. Very little combo to speak of on anyone, but ultimately still lead on the side of Brazil with this combo on Felicia in particular, but it's flickering. It's actually on the side of Spain with these continued misses.
Yeah, it's all just
everyone else.
Capital I, Felicia and Gigi are struggling with their accuracy. I think that's also playing a bit of a part.
They literally have 94s. That is awful. That is really, really bad for Brazil, actually.
It's extremely close, so that's like 4k difference. Not even. It's like 3k.
It's just absurdly close, but like...
Scores back.
Felicia... I mean, this combo from Felicia was set to bring it back, but now Antonio and Estopa for Spain. Can Brazil still do this? Estopa breaks. But Antonio, it might be Antonio to bring it home at the end of the map here with the 600 combo. Antonio breaks! Is there any combo? Kirito, Felicia, Chi-Chi brings it back to the side of Brazil. Chi-Chi breaks.
It is
so close. Felicia breaks. It's all on Kirito. It's all on Kirito at the end here.
He has to keep that combo. That's not a big lead that they have right now.
It is
The
actually all on
shakes on
X-Kirito. I
X-Kirito.
think X-Kirito has done it. I'm quite sure X-Kirito puts the team on his back for the very ending of the map. About a 17k
17K.
difference. Ridiculously close tiebreaker. Ultimately not going the way of Spain. The comeback win from Brazil.
Yeah, it looked really bad for Brazil initially, but they took it back, and just not a very close win of the tiebreaker. Very deserved. Very well played.
Absolutely. I think Antonio probably going to be beating himself up about breaking there at the end. Could have brought it home for Spain. Not going to be enough, unfortunately, though. Well, I think we'll have to be kind of moving on quickly as we're set to have the next match here coming up in just about 2 minutes. United States versus Belgium, but I think, yes, we're even going to be switching streamers, I believe, or maybe, we'll see. But we'll see you guys very shortly for that.
Yeah.